Welcome back to another class development with Python. This is an additional class of what you need to know. So in this class, we're going to fix an error in Python and also in any IDE. Well, in couple of times, you might face an issue something like this: Python was not found. Now, how are you going to fix it? So in this class, I'm going to show you every steps of how you can fix it up without facing any further issue in the future. So as you can see on my screen, the statement is always found out in the error. Python was not found, run without arguments to install from the Microsoft Store, or disable this shortcut from settings, manage app execution aliases. So without any further ado, first off, let's hop on to our IDE, or let's just hop on to any web browser which you have. If you are working on PyCharm, or if you're using, let's say, Visual Studio Code, well, if you're on Visual Studio Code, first thing you might want to try downloading the extension. So when you're using PyCharm, you don't have to download any extension because it's already going to be there by default. Okay, so make sure to keep that thing in mind. But if you're using VSC Code, download up the extension from the extension files, just like this, and then go off to some module dependencies. But one thing you're going to check over on PyCharm is that you have the version available and also the interpreter selected to the latest version which you have downloaded. Just try using version 3, because if you are not using version 3, it's not going to be quite that complex. Okay, so make sure to keep that thing in mind. And the next thing what you're going to do is open up any web browser which you have on your device, and then just search in for Python download. Okay, then when you go off the Python download, you're just going to go off of the first link over here, just like I've shown you in my previous classes. You can see down the latest version for Windows. Make sure this is downloaded and installed on your device. It's going to help you a lot to get that error fixed. So the first thing what you basically have to do is that search for Python on your, let's say, this Windows Explorer. Now, when you find out this option over here, Python 3.12, 64-bit or whatever version has been downloaded on your device, just go off to open file location. Now, when you go off to open file location, you will basically find this type of interface over here. Okay, so you should keep that thing in mind. And what you're basically going to do is going to be taking this, let's say, this whole path into the environmental list. Okay, so make sure to keep that thing in mind. Okay, let me just show it to you again. Just open up Windows Explorer and then search in for Python. There we go, Python, this one, and then go off to open file location. Take this whole, let's say, path, copy it, Control and C, and then go off the Windows Explorer again and then search in for environment. So edit the system environment variable. So click on that and you will basically see this type of tab will open up. So from here, what you're going to basically do is go off the environment variables, and over here, what you're going to do is basically going to find out for something which is called path. So keep on going down, and there we go. We have the path. Click on that and press on new, and then paste out that path and press on OK. But as I already have it, so I'm not going to paste it, but only do it if you are facing this issue. So just press on OK, and then you're good to go. Now, another thing what you're going to do is press on OK and then keep this turned on. Okay, so we're going to go off to Python 3.12. Okay, so you're going to click on this, right click on this again, and then go off the open file location on the Python. Okay, so you're going to take out this link to, or let's say this path, Control C, go off the environment variables, go off to path again, and then go off the new, and then paste out this path too, but I already have it. You can see at the top. Make sure to keep that, and you're gonna press on OK if you don't have it, but if you already have it, you don't have to. And then you're gonna close it off with OK again, and then you're gonna find out another folder called scripts. Open that file and then take the path again, Control C to copy, go off the environment variables, go off to path again, click on new, and then paste up that script, that location too. Okay. And if you already have it, you don't have to. But if you don't have it, just press on OK. It will be added to this path or this environment variable. You can press on OK if you don't have it. And after you're done, just press on OK, press on OK. And then what you're going to do is going to be basically run the whole thing, like turn off PyCharm, turn off any IDE which you are using, and refresh up. And then what you're going to basically do is make sure to create another Python file, like name it main.py if you're working with it. And then what you're going to basically do is just run up the terminal and check it out on your own. Okay. So in my previous class, I've shown you how you can see the version or check the version. So if I just play it up again, so if I just put in, let's say Python space dash dash and then version, hit on enter, is going to give me up this now. Okay. But if you do not have those path into the environment variable, it's not going to work. It's going to show you the error. And then what you're going to basically have to do is follow the same steps which I've shown you. Okay. So hope you understood about everything in this class on how you'll be able to fix this error in any IDE. And another advantage is that even if you're using VSC code, you will face the same issue if those paths are not available on your environment variable. Okay. So if you get this, or if you just fix out this whole, let's say method, or if you do the whole method, you'll basically not find any issue or any error on any IDE when you are like running any Python file. Okay. So thank you for watching this video up till the very end, and hope you understood about everything in this class. If you still have any confusion or any question about any part of this lesson, feel free to ask me anytime. I'm always there to help you out. So without any further ado, let's move on to our next class of Python for app development.